you reckon he's going to be able to take Man City
to Champions
to
League.
Champions League again? Or do you reckon it's going to be a case of, you know what, yeah, I've had enough now. These guys not got Champions League football. I'm not going to do it.
Do you really want?
Welcome back to the MVP podcast. My name is B-Man. I'm here with Wheezy. I'm here with Sosa. And we're back again with another video for football.
Yep.
Mandem, what are you saying?
Oh, good man.
Yeah? Everything alright?
I'm hurt inside.
You're hurt inside?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because there's going to be no football for a while.
I know.
It is what it is, man.
I know.
Gotta suck it up, man.
Yeah,
It is what it
it's
is.
weird though, but let's be honest though, this has been the weirdest weekend ever.
Yeah.
I've had nothing to do all day.
Like,
nothing.
Usually you get flash scores in it. Oh yeah, they're losing or they're
Anything, something, you know. I was
Normally
watching.
I'm on your Sky Sports account and I'm watching it.
I was watching bowling this.
That's
I was watching bowling this morning.
Man City's watching bowling.
What the hell?
It was on TV. It was on TV.
Like,
it was the best I could do.
You mean like 10-pin bowling, or do you mean like bowls?
10-pin bit bowling.
Are you actually
Yeah.
like you could actually go to the
Yeah.
like,
Shout out to Mike Day for winning the Tennessee State bowling tournament.
We're gonna at him on our Twitter.
I was joking. I just made that up.
I'm gonna clip this. We're gonna at him.
I was joking, man.
If that was a real guy, he's definitely getting added.
No. I made that name up, man. I made that name up. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna talk about managers. I think it's about time we talk about managers anyway.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, right? We should start with Klopp and Diego Simeone. Klopp said he's got so much talent. Why does he have to resort to playing football this way?
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
His grapes are a bit sour.
His grapes are sour.
He needs to take it on the chin. Because if it's like, do you know what I mean? Listen, the guy was Liverpool were 2-0 up.
Yeah.
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 Don't forget, like people forgetting that Liverpool in that leg were 2-0 up. If you could defend a bit better, then you know what I mean, you would have gone through.
Yeah.
People also forget, Lionel Messi and Barcelona went there with a 3-0 lead and got turned over 4-3. So Diego Simeone, Mike Lewin and all these people saying it wasn't a masterclass. He stayed in the game. Yes, his goalkeeper had a great performance, but the tactics were spot on. Because you know what? When they asked Simeone, I said to him, Klopp said, why do you play like that? He said, I play to win. And he won the game. That's as simple as that.
You know, it's funny, yeah, because if you had asked me, like right now, I'd say I'd be siding with Klopp. These guys weren't playing like the prettiest football that they could have done. They were just doing that to put a shift in.
But there's more than one more. Like one way to skin a cat.
You're talking to a Chelsea fan that was back in 2004-05, yeah, when we had prime Jose, anti-football. That's like I can appreciate what he did. I can fully appreciate what he did, but at the same time, it's like
It doesn't look pretty.
To me,
but you know what? I first of all, I don't think it was fair for Klopp to say what he did.
No.
I don't think it's fair to say. It doesn't matter how you play. The reality is that he was right. Simone was right by saying, "Look, we at the end of the day, we won the game. Look, they were the ones that qualified into the Champions League. Obviously, all of that's up in the air now, but nevertheless, they're the ones that qualified. But
do you know what?
Like, am I the only one that felt like what did Liverpool wasn't their tactics or anything? I feel like what did Liverpool was just the fact that they were shattered.
They were shattered.
I thought they were out of gas in extra time.
Yeah, they were out of gas.
They were out of gas in extra
But
time.
they weren't finishing the chances.
All those games that they've been playing throughout this entire season, I feel like it actually caught up to them in that.
I don't know, because I think I don't know. I mean, a lot of it is adrenaline. Like, you know what I mean? That will take you through the game and stuff like that. But don't they say if you've got the ball more, then the ones that are chasing the ball are more tired? So sure, an Atletico will be more shattered. Or
yeah, I mean, you could say that. Well, here's the thing. It's you could say they're shattered. I think it's more mental because they were literally going into that game with a poor run of form. Like it was not unusual for them to have a couple of losses going into a match. They had lost to us. They had lost to Watford. Did they beat Bournemouth?
Yeah, they beat Bournemouth 2-1.
They beat Bournemouth 2-1, but like
that was very sticky though.
Even that one was
very sticky. But you know what? Let's not act like that's been something that's quite recent. Liverpool have just been able to win games where they've struggled.
They've been riding that wave and still had that confidence.
I said this to you months ago. When that wave takes a dent, then that's when you're going to find out their true characters. But
you could have said that about Sir Alex Ferguson as well, and that never really turned out the way that.
Yeah, but they never really went on an unbeaten run.
He never went on an unbeaten run.
But he went on a streak of winning trophies.
Yeah, he did go on a streak.
That's different.
That's all that matters. Are you talking about like losing the winning streak?
No, I'm on about
they've lost that already.
His form, like the form
that they're in. I think that's what Liverpool are. That team that just wins the games by any means necessary.
Yeah.
That's the team that they are. I don't think there's any dip or anything to happen. I believe that if football didn't get cancelled as it stands, they would have just picked it back up this weekend and they would have been back up again.
Yeah, they would have probably won their next league game. Everton, they've got Everton on smash anyway. Yeah. So they would have played Everton on Monday. But
no doubt they probably would have won the next few games. But I think that because in order for you to be in that position, you have to have some sort of siege mentality where it's like me against the world. Otherwise, if you don't have that, then there's ways of people breaking you down, and that's what happened in that game.
Do you know why Klopp sour grapes? Yeah, don't forget the first leg. Every Liverpool fan and every Liverpool defender forgets the first leg. You went to the Wanda Metropolitan and had 0 shots on target, and you had 0 shots. Oh, I think they had shots, but they had 0 shots on target.
Yeah, but give credit to Atletico Madrid.
So now why are we not giving credit to Atletico Madrid? People forget. People are saying, why Atletico play like that? Atletico were 2-0 down. They won the game 3-2. They took Liverpool's winning record at Anfield, where they haven't lost in over extra amount of years. They took that away on that night. They actually won the game 3-2. So when people are saying, oh, why did they play like that? Hold on, they scored 3 goals. What do you mean, why did they play like that? And Klopp's team were due to bad finishing and one bad goalkeeping error. Lost the game, and that's not the sign of do you know what I mean? If that one goalkeeping error can demoralise you, then I don't know. I mean,
it can leave you open to self-doubt. That's what's happening.
When João Felix picked that ball up, he was 40 yards out. When Adrian made that miskick, João Felix was 40 yards out. So you had 3 defenders against a holding midfielder, and he slotted that in. And then the second goal, are you blaming Adrian again for that one? Because he put it through 3 bodies.
Well, I think his views are obstructed because the guy.
No, but I'm saying there were 3 bodies. There was James Milner, Henderson, and I think Trent or someone was there. So, but anyway, going back to the managers, I think Klopp should actually just put his hand up and say, Pep Guardiola deals with this. I don't think Pep Guardiola will ever come out and say, oh, yeah, he does say teams defended, but he always comes back to the fact it's up to us to break us down, and we didn't do our jobs. Jurgen Klopp needs to realise and say, yeah, that was a night where we had bad finishing. Because they had 30 odd shots, perhaps. 18 shots on target or something like that.
Well, talk about Pep now, yeah? He's got to a stage in his career where he was expecting to take his team through to the Champions League. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen regarding this, but if everything does, I don't want to say blow over because I don't know how long it's going to take, but if it does get back to normal in regards to football in Manchester, do you reckon he's going to be able to take Man City to Champions League again? Or do you reckon it's going to be a case of, you know what, yeah, I've had enough now. These guys not got Champions League football. I'm not going to do it.
You know what? If I'm being real honest with you, I think that's the only thing that he really wants from Man City. Yeah. And the fact that he's not going to get that for 2 years, if again, like you said, everything goes back to normal, I genuinely think he should just walk.
Where does he go?
But I don't think it's about where he should go. It doesn't matter where the hell he goes. But as it stands, that's what. If what you're trying to tell me is he's won everything he won all 3 competitions last year in England, right?
Yeah.
How many times has he won the Premier League now? What, 3 times? Twice, yeah, sorry, because Pellegrini won it before that as well. He's won everything that he needed to win. Well, what, is he then going to settle for winning the Premier League again?
Yeah, but he's just been smoked in the Premier League by 20 points.
But I don't think that matters though, because he smoked everyone the year before that.
They only beat Liverpool by a point.
No, sorry, the year before that. Yeah, when he got the 100-point team.
Yeah.
He's done bits, he's done everything, he's dominated the league. He's brought good football.
Everything but one. That's the whole thing. He's not brought the whole point of them bringing in Pep Guardiola, Man City, the owners, was to get the glorious Champions League medal.
It's ironic though, isn't it? You know, Man City, their fans hate Champions League and they don't want it, but their owners and their players want to win Champions League, and their fans that's why on a Champions League night, Etihad's always half empty because their fans hate it. They hate UEFA because of the bans and before when they tried banning them. But another thing you lot got to remember about Pep Guardiola is he never ever leaves a contract. He's got one more year left on there, and he always honours his contract. So I think he'll be there for 1 year.
And then maybe.
But what's the point of going there for 1 year knowing that they're not going to have Champions League football?
I think he'll
just do what he can, and
smash the league and just walk.
Yeah, smash the league.
Where's he going to go to next?
He could go anywhere. If anything, he could go back to Barcelona because they've got a massive.
They've got massive rebuilding job to do.
Massive rebuilding job. Yeah. Well, he's got a massive rebuilding job to do. Let's move on to the next one. Your favorite guy, Jose Mourinho.
He's not just my favorite guy. Talk about guys. He's that guy.
He's done at him, man.
Are you mad?
He's done.
You know what it is? It's just circumstance. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's unfair. I made sure. I'm not the type to leave too many comments. I don't run the Instagram account, right? Yeah. But I'm always on it just to make sure that if someone misses any news, that I can pick it up. And it's Naeem that usually runs the Instagram account. So I must have been flicking, and someone made a comment about Jose saying that he was trash. He can't win. He's not going to make Champions League. All this blah blah blah. And I felt compelled enough to go underneath that comment and tell him to shut up. You have absolutely no idea about anything to do with football if you're saying that Jose Mourinho can't manage a team. Because the amount of injuries that they have, I dare anyone to try and work through that, bro.
Plus, do you know another thing as well? Like, I'm not a big Jose fan. I've never, even when he managed Man United.
I hated him at Man United.
I never
It's just the wrong fit. He just didn't fit, guys.
Since he got appointed, so he got appointed like, was it November, December time?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever he got appointed, he'd picked up the second most points after Liverpool. And then obviously,
really?
Yeah, honestly, he picked up the most points after Liverpool. Like, so when you look at it from when he got appointed to what teams picked up the most, don't forget this guy was 11 points behind fourth. Before this little run that they went on, he was level. At one point, he was 3 points behind Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then now they went on that. They got the injury to Son, Bergwijn, and all them, Sissoko, Harry Kane, and all that.
Alderweireld, I'm sure, is injured as well.
And
there's a whole list, bro. There's a whole list of 10 players that are injured.
Eric Diarrhea at centre back now.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, you can't. Anything that was to happen this season, I don't think that he's to be judged on any.
It depends. I mean, obviously, if like say this little virus, or not little, but this virus goes on, and we're back in about 4 or 5 weeks' time.
You mentioned this in the group. Could you just look at the camera and just explain to them exactly what it is that you said?
No, I said in terms of the virus, because I know it's a virus, I shouldn't say it's beneficial, but in terms of footballing aspects, it might be beneficial for some teams like Tottenham, where you get, like, Harry Kane's back in training. Son will be back in training in about a week or 2 weeks' time, and then obviously they'll be up to date. And then would it be fair for teams that have played them without these players, like i.e. Man United and stuff like that, to be playing them when they've got their full squad back? And then obviously Man United were meant to play him this Sunday, with them being decimated, and then now you've got to play him now. There is the prospect, like everything goes well, God willing, there is the prospect that you play them with a full-strength squad. And then, like, with teams like Man United, do they have an argument, or other teams that, even relegation teams that have to play them, do they have an argument to say, we would have played them where they didn't have these stars available?
Yeah. Which, to be fair, when you said that, I was like, okay, I get what you're trying to say. But at the same time, I was looking at that thinking, yeah, but it's not like, it's not like, it's like, no, yeah. If imagine Man United were meant to play him tomorrow?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, they were meant to play him tomorrow, completely decimated. Whether Man United would have won or not, it's a completely different story. Right? But you know for a fact that if everyone is fit, you got your Kane,
who would have been their strikers? Who would have been their strikers tomorrow?
Parrot.
Do you know what I mean?
Dele Alli was a striker in the last game, wasn't
he? Yeah, but
then next time you play him, you could have Bergwijn, Son, and Harry Kane lining up against you. But you didn't face that possibility on Sunday.
No.
Yeah, it is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
How about this? Okay, so now let's go to my least favorite guy, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused with this guy. His record is ridiculously amazing against the top six. Any big boys is ridiculously amazing.
It is.
But then this guy's lost to Watford, he's lost to Bournemouth, he's lost to bloody he's dropped points to Southampton, he's lost to West Ham, he's
drew to Everton.
Do you know what I mean? Drew to Everton. He's drawn to Everton twice. Do you know what I mean? It's just lost to Newcastle.
Do you know what? He's a Man United fan. I'm a Man United fan. So how about you tell us what's good?
He just wants him in the
You know what, yeah? Like, as far as what he's done, he's not been bad. But, like, let's be honest, he's not been great either.
No.
And I think this would have been a perfect opportunity to use him as more of a transition manager where you're establishing, like, if he's doing a youth revolution down at Man United, then great, have more youth guys coming through, You got guys like Greenwood. You got guys like Williams coming on. That's great. Have them progress and get some games underneath their belt. He shouldn't be back next season.
Do you know what though?
He shouldn't be back next season.
I've always said Ole out, yeah. But you know what? Looking at him, yeah, he signed Harry Maguire, probably one of Man United's better players. Wan-Bissaka, one of Man United's better players. Daniel James was hot at the start of the season. Fernandes, he just bought in. Williams would probably be up there as one of Man United's top players. Mm-hmm. These guys are guys that he's actually brought through. And in a sense, he's weeding out the bad apples of your Pereiras and your Lingards and stuff like that. His signings have been bang on.
So what you're trying to say is...
I don't know, I'm confused about it.
So what you're trying to say is...
I was Ole out.
We've got a glorified scout as our head coach.
He's done, you know, he's
how you mentioned it, it just kind of... It just flashed me back to Louis van Gaal. Like, his team got decimated. He brought in players like Martial they signed.
Yeah.
And then he brought in guys like
I thought you signed Martial.
No, he signed him.
He signed Martial.
Yeah. But like he got Rashford through the youth academy.
Yeah, he got Rashford through the youth academy. Like Greenwood.
And then what happened to him?
No, but do you know what? He got let. But do you know what? I think most Man United fans will agree that we cut his stay way too short. Way too. Yeah. I don't think many people were unhappy with what he was doing because the division was there. He wasn't afraid to spend money on young players. He was looking at talent more than anything, and he was trying to build from the ground upwards.
You got Di Maria. Got rid of Di Maria that year, didn't you?
Yeah.
But he benched Di Maria a lot.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with him. He wasn't happy with him. Yeah, he wasn't happy with him. But that's a different case. Let's go back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let me give you my take on him. Right?
Go on.
You're saying that you're confused about him. I've never been confused about him since the beginning. I don't have any issues with him. I don't. His track record is not the greatest track record. He's coached 2 teams. Weren't all that great. He's been at Man United, and I've said since the beginning that he hasn't really had a style of play, which is still okay if you have the team on board. If you've got a team on board, it doesn't matter how you play. It doesn't matter what it is defined as your tiki-takas, your Geiger counter, all. It doesn't matter. If the team is on it for you, they're going to be fine. Same with Wilder, right? He doesn't have a specific type of play. He just tells them, go out there and leave everything on the pitch. Come away knowing that you did everything that you could possibly do, and whether you win or lose, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
right? That's your Chris Wilder in a really small nutshell.
I think he's got a tactic.
Yeah, he's got some tactic, but I think from the way that I always used to see it was, it's like, just do everything that you can to try and win the game, and don't leave anything up to doubt. With him, it's like one game we look absolutely fantastic. So this is the most recent game against Manchester City. Although yes, they didn't have KDB, but their squad clearly was miles better than ours.
Yeah.
And we turned them over, right?
Yeah.
We generally turn them over. Now, since we signed Bruno Fernandes, we've either drawn or won every single game since. The guy's either assisted or scored in every single game. But I don't think that he had a hand in everything that we've done so far. Whether we've lost or won, I don't think he's had a hand in anything. I think he just kind of puts the team out there and says, go on and play.
That Man City game was a bit of a weird one because Man City were coming off that they felt like they were... I don't know, it was weird.
They're not really playing for anything.
They weren't playing for anything. And you could tell, as soon as they got beat, like...
But then saying that, don't forget, we went to the Etihad and did turn them over as well.
Yeah.
With KDB in the squad.
Yeah.
That game could have easily been like 4-5-0 Man United in the first 30 minutes, where Rashford hit the post and all that. So
it's like they turn up for big occasions.
Yeah, that's the problem with Man United. So that makes you think, is it the players? Because for a big game, like where everybody knows whatever level you play at, when you realise you're playing a team higher than you, or it's a big game, or this team's on a winning record on that, you opt for them games.
To be fair, the last game you guys played against that Austrian team, you guys smashed them.
Yeah, I was smoked. Yeah, they were smoked
but
that day.
With Ole, I don't know. I mean, to me, the thing that I question the most is his tactics. It's always 4-3-3, never changes, whether you're losing the game or...
He's played 5-3-2 before.
Yeah, against the big boys.
That's the thing, that
I don't really look at that
4-3-3 kind of switches.
Yeah, but the 5-3-2s against when we played the Liverpools, the Man Cities away and that. That's the only time he really used it, deploys that like 5-3-2. But then, when you're playing like someone like Burnley, who play a flat 4-4-2,
yeah.
Why you got two holding midfielders? We had a Matic. Do you know what I mean? Things like that, games like that just pop into my head and think, why are you doing that? So that's where I really question him, his tactics, and do you know what I mean? I think that's where he's inept.
Okay, let's move on to the next manager, Mikel Arteta. Let me just put it out there. I'll put it on record as well. I don't like Arsenal fans. I really, really don't. I can even tolerate Liverpool fans. I can tolerate Chelsea fans. I can tolerate any fan. I can even tolerate Man City fans, although
Hard to find.
Hard to find. I know a few, right? Mostly younger fans, but I can't stand Arsenal fans. Why? Is when things are looking up, right? There's a trajectory, right? You just need to keep going up and up and up, and once you reach to here, is when you have to have the talk. This is why I said don't argue with Liverpool fans. You don't, because whatever they say, they are right.
Yeah, because
their team is the best in the world, and there's no argument to be had about that, right?
The best in the
So
world
let
anymore, but...
They're the best in the world. They got some history as well.
Don't argue with Liverpool fans, right? They're at the top. That's why when Man United were at the top, I don't want anyone to tell me otherwise. We have the best squad. We have the best players. That's it. Yeah. Done over and done with. But Arsenal fans, the moment they just see this, they see this. Yeah. They're rock bottom. They see this. And all of a sudden, it's like, we're the best. We're Champions League. We're gonna... I lose my mind. They signed Emery. All of a sudden, they're gonna win. They're gonna go into Champions League football, finishing top 4. 2 months later, they're talking about how he's the worst manager in the world, can't do nothing.
They actually spoke relegation.
Mikel Arteta, now the moment they signed him, one game, look, he brought all the tactics from Pep Guardiola. Look how the team is fighting for him. As if to say the honeymoon period never existed, right?
But I can't take Arsenal fans serious, though.
Nah, but I do, because you know why?
I can't.
They irk me so much, man.
How many games has he won? He's beat Man United.
He's drawn like.
Hold on, he's beat Man United. He beat Newcastle and he's beat West Ham. Who else has he beat?
I don't know.
I don't think he's beat anyone else.
That's his games, isn't it? To me, whenever they talk to me, I just say, do you know what it reminds me of? Emery's 22 game unbeaten run where it had about 22 games, had about 20 draws in there. That's what it just reminds me of.
Don't talk smack.
There's not been...
If you're nowhere in sight.
You know what's funny?
They are not in sight.
They were talking, I remember talking to an Arsenal fan and they go, wait, how are you going to talk to us, man? We beat you. I was like, no.
That is Arsenal fans in the nut. Go on, sorry. I
was like, no. We drew. You guys got an equalizer because you were 10 men down. I was like, yeah, but that felt like a win. I was like,
no, it's not even that. It's not even that. Yeah. It's the fact that we are ahead of them.
Yeah.
We are ahead of. We're looking up. Like Man United is looking up at Chelsea. Yeah, they're looking up at Chelsea, thinking if Chelsea slip up, please can we just make sure that we win? That's what I'm always thinking. So with the Everton game when Man United drew that hurt me more than anything because we could have closed that gap dramatically. But that's what I'm looking. I'm not looking down at Arsenal. Arsenal beat us, and all of a sudden they're talking like
they're better than us.
No, necessarily better. It's as if to say that they're ahead of the top. Oh, well, we're this, we're that, we're this. But bro, okay, you beat us. Anyone can beat anyone. If that's the argument you're gonna have, some really poor teams have beaten you this season. Yeah. I don't see them running around saying that they're better than you, right? So that's not how you should approach it. You should look at the table and decide for yourself who's the better team throughout the season, right? Anyway, we're talking about Arteta. We're not even talking about Arsenal fans. I hate them. Anyway.
Arteta, we're talking about he's been working under Pep Guardiola. I don't really see much Pep's tactics in.
And I think he's trying to add a bit.
He knows the players are not capable.
Yeah, I think he's trying to add a bit of a blend to.
Yeah, he's adding blend, but he knows these players are not capable.
I think I don't know if this is true or not. It might be just a rumor, but there's talks that Aubameyang is willing to stay at Arsenal.
Yeah, probably if they pay him ridiculous amount.
And that's the plan.
Just bear the table.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to pick
it up. Yeah,
and that's the plan. The fact that there's this rumor that Aubameyang is planning to sign for another 2 years extension. I think if they can do that and then they can backfill the positions that they're low in, or at least they're weak in, they can make a push to at least get Champions League spot next year.
Yeah, but you know when you say that though, their defense is garbage.
Yo.
Yeah. Their midfield is garbage.
Okay, maybe the midfield is not garbage.
I don't care what you say. Their centre midfield is garbage. Granit Xhaka is garbage. Listen. I see
Granit Xhaka. Listen, don't do that. Granit Xhaka is not a holding midfielder. First,
okay, he's not a holding midfielder.
He's not. But exactly, but that's what he's being put every time. If you've got Xhaka playing in behind Ceballos and Ozil, yeah. There is a problem when you are expecting Xhaka to try and clean up the calamity that's behind him. But anytime I see Mustafi, I've got a smile on my face. You know why? Because I know something is going to happen. It's kind of like Otamendi.
He's been doing alright. Last few games, he's been doing alright.
It doesn't matter.
That's silver hat.
Listen, there's moments, and I live for these moments. Yeah. Otamendi, for example, he could have the best game of his life. Last 2 minutes, he could try and control the ball, pass it back to the goalkeeper, but instead he threw balls it to Ozil. Do you get me? Yeah. Like that's the type of play. Mustafi is a massive problem as it is anyway. Yeah. But you can't. That team, the way it's set up every year.
Listen, I'm looking at it. If I said to you, who you keeping at Arsenal? Yeah, you're keeping Saka. You're keeping Leno. Yeah.
They might not be keeping Saka.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying if you as a fan,
yeah.
you're keeping Saka, you're keeping Leno in midfield because Ceballos is not even yours anyway, so forget about him.
They just signed Tierney. They're probably keeping him.
Yeah, you'll probably keep Tierney. Bellerin looks dead. Do you know what I mean? And you're keeping Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe. I mean, do you know what I mean?
You have to.
They're going to keep
potential.
Lacazette because every Arsenal fan loves Lacazette.
Yeah, I love Lacazette, man.
But Lacazette's a good player. But I'm saying to you, that is okay. So when all of a sudden you're only keeping 4 or 5 players.
Really good backup.
Shut up, he's not backup.
No, Lacazette's a good player. But you're keeping 4 or 5 players.
We're gonna have him or Aubameyang up front. If you're gonna have
I don't both of them.
Then you pushing Lacazette out wide.
I'm not pushing Lacazette or anything.
It depends on how they play.
Work your tactics around your best players, man. That's really what it comes down to.
No, but I also can't play Lacazette and Aubameyang together because at the moment they're playing. No, but do you know what I'm saying? Why can't they play him? Well, if you're playing in Lacazette, if you're playing Nketiah, why are you not playing Lacazette there anyway?
That's what in the last game against Everton. They played Nketiah in the middle and Lacazette out left.
Yeah.
Why is Lacazette? Aubameyang. Alba's out left and Pepe's out right. Why is Lacazette not playing together?
Pepe didn't even start. Where Pepe?
You ask me.
No, I don't know why. No, Pepe did start.
You tell me. Why is he not playing?
Yeah, I know, but that's again one of they're seeing something that we're not seeing. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, obviously as a manager you've seen something, but going back to Arteta as a coach, I've not seen anything to say that he's going to be a success. That's honestly, if you ask me, there's not one game I said to myself, yo. You're watching the game and you think, yo, Arsenal are playing quite well.
Where something switched.
Every game I've watched, Arsenal have been dominated. West Ham dominated them. Olympiacos were the better team.
West Ham definitely.
Yeah, West Ham dominated them. Olympiacos were the better team. Everton were the better team when they came to the Emirates, even though Arsenal won 3-2. Do you know what I mean? Every game I've watched, Arsenal, even Newcastle in the first 45 minutes were better before Arsenal scored.
By the way, I need to correct myself. It was the West Ham game, not the Everton game where they played.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, every game I've watched this guy, I've not seen a game where I thought, yo, this team's like, you know what I mean? They're dominating, they've been on top. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Emery thing where Emery used to have this thing where 45 minutes they were garbage and then he'd go switch it up and then next 45 minutes they'll come out and turn it up.
Yeah, but
it's the kind of same thing, man.
But I think with Arteta, if you give him...
Yeah, I think if you give him money.
Yeah, not just money. Money and time, we can really see what he can do. But the truth is, Arsenal do have a really good squad. I don't care what anyone said. They've got some absolutely fantastic players. You have to work around what you have.
I think they've got good youngsters.
I'd much rather, and before we close it off, right, I'd much rather he experiments and tries new things to see what could work with what he has, rather than sticking with what everyone has been doing for the last 5 years. Which manager has actually switched up the play of this team? They're still playing 4-3-3. Although it's never worked, we still have the same players in the same positions. Yeah. What is to say that a different person in the dugout is going to change the entire mentality? It's not. And Arteta, you cannot say that Arteta is 100% that guy when he hasn't proven anything. All he's done is sit next to Pep Guardiola. And the truth is, you watch that show on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon Prime with the Man City thing.
Yeah.
If you watch that, then you know as much as Arteta does. I don't care what anyone says. Right? Okay, I am joking, right? But do you get what I'm trying to say,
in 2020, you know?
Yeah, but unbeaten. But has the team gone where it's supposed to be, which is top 4? And that's no.
No. But I think Arteta was given a hole, and he's dug the team out. He was doing all right to dig him out that hole. I just don't think he's got the players to play the style he wants to play.
No.
I don't think he trusts the defense to do what he wants them to do.
No way.
So
should got Jose.
But guys, we're gonna have to put a stop to it there, man. We've gone way.
We need to talk about Super Frank.
No,
we don't need to talk about Frank, man. Frank's that guy.
Frank is that guy. I don't care what anyone says, man.
Frank's that guy.
Frank's that guy.
We'll see it then. Well, to be fair, there is no end season.
But do you know what the reality is? Do you know what the thing with Chelsea is that no one will give them credit. They've been top 4 the whole year.
Yeah.
Has anyone said anything positive, like properly positive about Frank Lampard since the beginning of the season?
It's funny how there's a lot of people down. It's like, yeah, but is it gonna last?
But this, but that, but this. But it's been we're in March now, and nothing has changed.
I've always said Frank's biggest test is once Roman wants him to spend that cash. Because I think now he's got some.
Apparently,
he's got some talented youngsters there.
This is some transfer drama, or not drama, news I've heard. Some rumours. Obviously, we signed Ziyech from Ajax. Apparently, his boy that he wants to come to Chelsea from Ajax is the goalkeeper, Onana, which is going to put heavy pressure on Kepa
to do well.
Which is ridiculous.
Some of the stats against Kepa are ridiculous.
Yeah, he's you know, I feel bad for him because the back 4 is not.
It's always changing. No, it's always changing your back 4. It's a young back 4 as well.
And we're still having trouble at left back, even though Alonso, my boy, is doing better.
Anyway, guys, we're going to have to put a stop to it there. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video.
Please, if you like the video, like the video. Subscribe, share with your friends, do all
of it, man. So important to us, man. And now we're going to be back again soon. So, peace.